What's up, everybody? It's Meech. You're tuned into On the Radar, where we cover health, fitness, and tech. So obviously, you know we're doing an earbuds review. We're doing the Soundpeats Truefree versus the Jabra Elite 65T versus the Bose Soundsport Free. Now, these ranging from lowest to highest in price. The Soundpeats are $29.99. The Jabras are $166. I actually paid a little bit less, but as of now, this is what they're going for. The price has been jumping up and down. The Bose are $169, and usually they're about $199, just so you know. Now, I've been using these different earbuds. Let me show you. Let's get that out of here. We don't really need that. I've been using different earbuds lately. These are, you might have seen the video, the Sunny Woos, and I got an issue with Sunny Woo right now, so I ain't really trying to give them no promotion, but that's a different story. We ain't gonna get into that right now. But these are the same type, the same ones actually, same thing. It just don't have the brand name. So I don't know. You know how these companies do. So these were my comparisons. I had, my initial foray into wireless earbuds. I had some other ones that I've been using, just tons of them that I've been getting lately. And I was okay with these cheaper ones, but in order to really get a good comparison and understand what's good and what's not, you have to go with some of the higher brands and more expensive stuff, just so you can know what's what. So this is what I've been doing. I went with the Bose because I've been hearing great things about Bose, and most of us that knows Bose, the sound quality is excellent on their products. Now, if you're an audiophile, audio heads out there, a lot of people bash Bose because they know the real technical and all that, and they say Bose sucks in reality. But us average, just people who listen to headphones and music and speakers, we think Bose is great. So we don't know any better. So Bose, Jabra, I never heard of them before. They're pretty new to me. They look all shiny. I got stuff on my hands. But they're pretty new to me, but I've been hearing good things about them from different reviews I was hearing online and stuff like that. So I wanted to check those out. And then the Soundpeats. I always show you guys, let me show you. I always use the Soundpeats. You might have seen saw the first video that I did on these. These are, I use the headphones to monitor my audio when I'm doing a lot of my videos. So I like those Soundpeats, and they're on the lower end, but they're actually pretty good for the price range. So they have the earbuds. I've been trying these things out. So I gave you guys the price, and right off the bat, okay, Bose gives you 5 hours of playtime on a full charge, same as Jabra, and the Soundpeats gives you 3.5 hours of, so they fall into the end range of the charge time. For me, I generally, the most that I'm listening to headphones most of the time is about maybe 2 hours if I'm in the gym, consecutively. So the 3.5 for me is good. It's not an issue. And then of course 5. Now, obviously, if you know anything about earbuds and these cases, all of these cases not only serve as a protecting case, a travel case, a storage case, but they all also charge every time you see the little things right here? They all charge every time you put them back into the cases. So as long as the charges the cases are charged up, you're good. So, you take them out of your ear, they automatically charge. So generally, you shouldn't even have an issue with your headphones being, not charged or being dead. So it's real convenient on that end. So let me take these out so we can see what the Jabras look like. I've been doing all this talking. You can't even see them. So these are the Jabras. These are the Soundpeats. These slide right out when you take them out. Those are very easy to take out. The Soundpeats, and then the Bose. Let's see, the Bose. And you see it has the LED light up right there. These are bigger, obviously, as you can see. Now, let's start with the Bose because most people know, it's the more popular brand. So as you can see right here, they have the buttons, the up and down volume, the play button, and just the regular button to pair and do all that stuff. A lot of these headphones, they don't have these type of volume buttons and stuff. They generally just have the click button right here so that you can pair and pause and accept phone calls and stuff. They all have it, but this is a little bit different, which is cool. As you can see, they all have these magnetic things where, they snap into place when you put them back into the chargers, and it's usually left and right, so you can't even put it in the wrong one. See, I'm screwing this all up, but screwing it up. But see, they snap right into place. You see the light lets you know it's charging. So that's cool. So as far as these, let's jump into this. They're a little bit bigger, as you can see. They kind of stick out of your ear, which, you know, some people may not like that because these other ones have a lower profile when they're in your ear. They stick out a little bit. They look a little bit funny, but they're actually very, very comfortable. They're not heavy, you know, despite how big they look. They're not heavy. They're super comfortable. You don't even really feel it or notice it, which is cool. Me personally, I hate taking phone calls with any earbuds or headphones because most of them don't sound good. It's annoying. These actually sound very, very good, and I was actually getting complimented on the sound quality when I was having phone conversations. They sound very clear on my end. The people on the other end can hear me very clear. These are the best I've ever used as far as taking phone calls. And the left earbud automatically cuts off when you take a phone call, because most of the time we take one earbud out because you get that funny sound, that echo, you know, that pressurized, whatever you want to call it. You get that funny sound, so you can't properly hear yourself. So most of the time we take one earbud out anyway. But this one automatically just shuts off the left ear for your convenience, which is very, very cool. Sound quality, as far as the Bose, they're loud. The bass is decent. The highs are good. They give you a good crisp sound. When it comes to the Jabras are good. The bass is actually better on the Jabras than the Bose, and I kept hearing how good the bass was on these, so I was surprised. I'm a bass guy. I say that every video. I was not impressed by the bass on these Bose. I was more impressed by the bass on the Jabras. One good thing about the Jabras is they come with an app. You can download the app for free, and you can adjust your audio levels, your bass, your highs, your lows, all of that stuff. So that's a plus for the Jabras. Also, it has this feature when you take them out, you take one out of your ear. Let's say, you know, you need to hear something around you, you're talking, a conversation, whatever it is. The app automatically, if you're listening to YouTube or your music, it automatically pauses the headphones so you're not missing anything. And then when you put it back in your ear, or at least just bring it within range of your ear and the other earbud, it starts playing automatically. So that's very, very cool. It's very, very convenient. I haven't seen any other earbuds do that. When it comes to these, the Soundpeats are comfortable in my ear, and I like the bass, and I gotta stress the bass. You don't get the same highs as these other ones, but for me, I don't like real serious highs. I like more of a low end, and I prefer bass and a low end type of sound. So these sound very, very good to me. I didn't have an issue with comfort. They're comfortable, they're low profile, they wasn't falling out of my ear. When it comes to the Jabras, I was enjoying these, but if you see here, I have different size earbuds on. This one, the biggest size earbuds in the left ear, because the left ear kept falling out for some reason. And, you know, I thought, okay, it's just a smaller earpiece. Let me switch off this little piece, put the bigger one. Same issue for some reason. Now, I know it's just maybe my ear, and I haven't had that with any other earbuds. But, you know, for whatever it is, it was becoming an issue. It was becoming very annoying, because even when it doesn't fall out, it just doesn't feel secure. It feels like it's gonna slip out. So it's always making me uncomfortable. It's always making me check it and adjust it. So even though I like the sound of these, that started to become an issue, and I stopped wearing them and stopped using them so much. With the Bose, the comfortability is good. They wasn't falling out of my ear. I'm just honestly was underwhelmed with the performance. I expected more bass. So they was actually disappointing, and for the price, they're $169 currently. They're usually $199, close to $200. That to me, I can't justify that. I have to be blown out of the water with the sound and the quality of everything, you know, to pay that type of money for headphones, and it just wasn't there for me. The Jabras, like I said, I was enjoying these until they kept falling out of my ear. And even with the app, I still couldn't get a comfortable setting with the highs. The highs just sometimes are too high in a lot of songs, and it's just annoying. The Soundpeats, actually, I don't have any issue with these. And again, sound when it comes to headphones is subjective to the person, what you like, what you check for, and what you're doing with the headphones. So, you know, I know a lot of people may bash me and say, well, you are crazy for choosing a $30 pair of headphones over these more expensive name brands. But for me, and the way I like to consume music, the sound quality and the bass, it just works for me. It's more enjoyable. And that's funny, but that's just really what it is. The range when it comes to these different headphones, they're all about the same. To me, all Bluetooth wireless headphones, as far as the range, is pretty much the same. They all give you kind of the same distance. The one thing I did notice with the Bose is they performed a little bit better. I can go a little bit further, and they perform better when you have doors and walls in between you. So these are a little bit better, but overall, nothing strong enough that would make me, you know, blow me out of the water and really rant and rave about them. At the same time, I generally I keep my phone with me. You know, it would be cool, you know, if you can walk super far, but it just is what it is. But generally, I keep my phone close enough to me, and you know, the connectivity. Another big thing for me is I was able to connect these most of the time effortlessly back and forth from my computer to my smartphone, because I'm always jumping back and forth. Every once in a while, they'll give me connectivity issues, and that's what all of these, and from what I've seen so far using these different earbuds, they all have that issue, but for the most part, it's quick, easy, you can just switch back and forth, so it's not really a big deal, really anything to complain about. You walk out of range, the signal starts to break up, and if you go too far out of range, it completely cuts off, you can't get a signal, so the music stops or whatever you're listening to. When you walk back within range, they pick back up, you get the signal, the stuff starts playing. For some reason, the Soundpeats, every time that happens, the left ear won't go back on, but the right ear will. So I'll have to press the button and, you know, kind of like to restart it. It's not turning it back on, but it's just kind of like re-picking up the signal. So it's not a big deal, but it is something that you notice, and it is a little bit annoying. But for the most part, I'm not walking out of range, you know, often, so it's not a huge deal, but it's something that I did notice. As far as that sound quality, I was saying how good these are. The other ones are pretty much basic. You don't get great sound quality. I had people complaining that I sound muffled with the Jabras and with the Soundpeats. They was just saying I sounded okay, and the sound was slightly grainy, so they're not great. But for me, I don't take phone calls often on these earbuds or headphones anyway, so I really don't care too much. But it would be more convenient and helpful if you know, you was able to do that. That's pretty much it. All these things are subjective as far as the sound quality. So I know I welcome all and everybody that's gonna kill me in the comment section, but for me, I would have to say the Soundpeats Truefrees win in this comparison, this head-to-head comparison. And especially for the price also. These don't amaze me enough to justify spending over $160 for these headphones when I can get these for 30 bucks and be completely happy. Now, if this is the holiday season, Christmas is coming up, if you want to get these as stocking stuffers or just a main gift for somebody, it's cool because you don't have to spend as much. So you can actually, let's say, pick up 4, 5, 6 pair of these for different people, whereas you're not really going to do that with these. It's going to run you, you know, close to $1,000 or more if you're trying to get multiple, you know, earbuds for people. So it's not really reasonable. So that's just my thing. For me, and for this head-to-head comparison, as I was starting to say, I have to say that the Soundpeats are definitely radar approved. They definitely win. As far as me, I prefer these, and I'm going to be rocking with these over these other ones. Now, I will also give a radar approved for the Jabras, despite my issues with those, because I did enjoy these. And if it wasn't for me having these, the Soundpeats, and feeling the way I feel about them, I would rock with the Jabras. The Bose is just not going to work for me. I can't approve these. These go back into the case, and these get closed up. It's just, it is what it is. Now, again, I understand a lot of people are going to say I'm absolutely nuts. We can have this discussion in the comment section. I'm cool with all criticisms and comments and all that. So let's hear it. Let's talk about it. But I will say that these are also radar approved. even though I have the issue with the earpiece falling out and the high's a little bit too high sometimes, but I did enjoy using these. I liked them. Now, as far as the Soundpeats, I have to say my only real issue with the Soundpeats is I can't. This is the other thing with these. Like everything else, the things lock into place. These the case for this also annoys the hell out of me because you have to put it exactly in place. Okay, so I had it in the wrong one, but you have to put it exactly in place so it's not going to close. You have to kind of line it up with this little groove right here. It's a little annoying. They could have did that a little bit better. These you just pop right in easily and you're good. Now, I also sometimes have to kind of push it, just slide it in place to adjust it to make sure they're both charging. But like I said, for the price, the convenience, the comfort, and for the way I like to listen to music, these win hands down. I'll leave a link in the description for all of them because, you know, you can check it out and do your research for them all. But I think, again, I got to keep saying this, sound quality is subject to the person. So I do understand that, you know, you have to try these all out for yourself and see what you like, see what you prefer, and also see what, you know, what makes sense for your price range. So it's pretty much it. They're all good headphones. It just depends on what you're checking for. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say before I close out, my one issue with the Soundpeats are they're just loud enough for me. But generally, I find myself wanting to turn them up a little bit more, and I can't. And there's not an app that you can download or find to adjust the settings. But other than that, I definitely like the bass. The highs are on the low end, which work for me. And I just wish I can turn them up a little bit higher. But they're just right there where I'm fine. I've used these outside, inside. I've used them in the gym, and they just work for me. So that's pretty much it. Till next time, stay focused, stay fit. Please hit that like button to show your support. Definitely let me know what you think of all of these if you have used them. I want to know your feedback. Links in the description for all of them. I said hit that like button. Definitely hit that notification bell so you will be alerted the next time something else pops up on the radar. Salute.